Good morning, everybody, and thank you, Dennis. First of all, Kate Mealy-Fault, and a big welcome to each and every one of you. There's a lot of work went into preparing this conference, so great to see so many visitors from all parts of the world, but particularly as well, you know, all those involved in actually putting today together. And I know that this EcCoWeLL conference is just the first of a series of conferences that will be taking place across the world, and that Cork was chosen as a city to be the first to roll that out. Just, I suppose, indicates, you know, the services working together here in the city that we could actually do that, but also the recognition as Cork as a city that, you know, will be very much part of the EcCoWeLL future as healthy cities as well, and cities that are good places for all of us to live. I suppose formally, just again as Lord Mayor, to say welcome and to the cities of the future, and also, you know, this is a flagship event taking place in Cork, and it's one of the gathering events as well, where we're all this year inviting people to come back to Ireland. And on the 14th of October we'll have Rebel Week in Cork, another big flagship event as well for the gathering. I'd like to welcome in particular those of you who have travelled all from overseas. I understand there are some people here from the United States, China and the United Kingdom, and from many countries across Europe, and just to say a very, very special welcome to each and every one of you. And I hope that in the couple of hours, because some of you might be here just for 24, 48 hours, I hope that you get a little peep of what Cork is all about, and that you'll come back at another stage for a longer stay, because we really have a city that's worth visiting and worth seeing, and it's a city that we are very, very proud of. So hopefully that you get that opportunity into the future if you don't in the days coming. This two-day event is an opportunity to exchange your ideas and experiences, and to join in discussions on how their cities should develop over the coming decades by using resources and efficiencies. Cities for the Future is part of a new initiative called EcCoWeLL, which would bring together strategies about ecology, economy, community and culture, well-being and lifelong learning. And you will hear more about this shortly, and also, I suppose, over the day. EcCoWeLL is steering the representatives of different sectors working together on a voluntary basis, because they care about Cork and how it could be improved for all its citizens. And I would like to thank in particular, because I have seen these people do the work over the last couple of months, so I think it's important that we acknowledge them here this morning. First of all, Dennis Barrett of Cork Education and Training Board, Denise Cahill, Healthy City Coordinator with the HSE, and Bernie Connolly of Cork Environmental Forum, Deirdre Creedon of Cork Institute of Technology, Marie McCarthy of Cork City Council, and Tina Neelan of Cork Lifelong Learning Festival. And I've said this before, but all things that are good that are happening in this city, these names usually come up in front of us. So before we go any further, if we could just have a Bula Bosna, thank you for each and every one of them. And if I could also like to thank the sponsors, because particularly nowadays sponsors are really important for any event to take place. And IPS Gathering Fund, Cork City Council, Cork Environmental Forum, Cork Education and Training Board, the HSE and the CIT. And I suppose as Corkonians we are proud of our heritage and we celebrate our diversity. Our city was founded on the western end of this city, and next to the harbour, well over 800 years ago. Cork Harbour has served as a natural gateway for importing, exporting, emigration for centuries. We have influenced by our trading history as a city with an export-driven food economy. We had the largest butter market in the world in the 19th century, and we have, as I say, the second largest, deepest harbour in the world, so we're very, very proud of that as well. Through the openness of our approach, we have also developed ideas about change and how we could develop Cork as a location of change in action and opinion. And that is why EcCoWeLL approach is suited to our city. Also, Cork has a well-established record of effective interagency work. Just some examples are, and some of these people are here as well today, the Cork Education Network, the designation of Cork by World Health Organization as a healthy city, and I know Denise is on the top table here today and has played a huge part in that. A Lifelong Learning Festival, and there again Tina at the back of the room, another person with the Lifelong Learning Festival, and citywide sustainable travel strategies, and a commitment to biodiversity, such as the development of the Tramore Valley Park. And if any of you are passing by the Tramore Valley Park this weekend, Cork City Council have a gigantic monster flag flying, and I hope that you get to look at it, because it's a really, really important weekend in Cork and in Ireland, because we have our All-Ireland hurling on Saturday and our women on Sunday. So, you know, we'll have the flag flying, and there again, Cork City Council putting it out there, and thanks to all involved in doing that also. Cork City is an ideal size to allow the effective networking across all pillars. It is big enough to impact on the large population and relatively moderate enough to allow for effective networking. Just to say, Cities of Future is an opportunity for you all to tell us about your projects, and I suppose during the day to learn from each other, and also on building areas of common interest between the sectors that are here today. Tomorrow morning, I believe those of you that are looking to be staying overnight, or have the opportunity to stay overnight, that you will be coming into the Lord Mayor's office for a meet and greet, and I'd be delighted to see you there tomorrow morning. But also, I believe that some of you will have an opportunity to go around to the different projects that are taking place across the city, and also, I suppose, giving a real example of how, when communities come together and when the different sectors come together, that we actually can bring and make a difference to the people's quality of life. And before I finish, just to say that have a great day, and I hope that you get what you want out of this conference, and that you feel it was a stimulating and rewarding conference for you, and also to acknowledge the presence of Cork City Council City Manager Tim Lucy as well, because, you know, the City Council have been a real supporter of this event, and to acknowledge that as well. Thank you.